sorry. I managed to... I think I started recording and I didn't. But thankfully I only went to the... Yes, change. I only went to the options menu by mistake. Anyways. It bugs me that you get kicked back to the main menu every time you start something over. Let's see if we can do a little bit better on a slightly more normal AI or something like that. I'm just used to Amity at this point, so I guess I'll stick with her. Although I should probably acknowledge someone else at some point. But the match with Arl, maybe. That'd be more interesting to choose someone else, but we'll see. So is that point? I think on the right that, well, I don't know. I don't know. It's selecting the AI difficulty or something. I'm really not sure what these difficulties entail. This seems to be like some kind of arcade game that expects you to know how the game works already, which bugs me a little. It weirds me. For some reason, it messes me up. Those. That wasn't quite the way to do that. Okay, this is working out for me. Exactly. That was just the game being nice to me. For some reason. That's not gonna do much for me, is it? Ow. Could I get something... I put another red on there that could lead to something fun later. That probably wasn't where I should have put that. I'm really good at figuring out that I should not have done something that I did, but I have a harder time at the moment figuring out when I should have actually done something. That's not really a chain, that's just kind of... It's gonna clean up garbage anyways. Okay, can I get... do anything fun for me? Like, I could have cleared the garbage there. I didn't. I need to get rid of those green ones there. Oh, never mind that. I need to dig through this garbage Puyo here, because if I do, I might be able to get to some more interesting things. Towards the bottom. Oops, for some reason I thought that would clear something. There we go. Work more towards actually clearing things, please. Because I have lots of greens and blues built up in a way that could be very useful for doing exactly that. Have fun with that, Arl. Or you can just go Fever, that's fine too. I'm free not do that. Oh, we get Fever too. Why not? So I guess you just do as many of these as possible in a short time. Honestly, I really do prefer those with 3D animations. That was totally wrong. I wasn't thinking. There we go. Yeah, so I guess the idea is you just... Oops, no. I guess the idea is you just do as many of these as possible in a short time, except I'm not quite doing that right anyways. I imagine over time you can just learn to recognize some of those. And then know from the beginning what to do to get them to work. Ow. I feel like I got a really big chain earlier that should have messed up Arlyle a little bit more than it did. Yep, I'm done. Yeah, Arl did well on that Fever, it looked like earlier. Yep, sure. See if we can actually win at some point before we try to go into the next set of levels. In an actual campaign or whatever you want to call it. This is gonna end up setting off a chain either way. Same thing here. I need to learn some techniques for setting up these chains. Probably should have had that on the right. Oh, I didn't realize you could change the colors of these. Darn it! That could be a lot more interesting. Or a lot more useful for me if I knew you could do that. So now if I set off that red, that'll prove useful, except I can't do that anymore. Okay, geez, Arl! Calm down! Jeez! I realize that I'm doing bad, but the easy AI manages to make some big combos. with seemingly little effort for some reason. I don't really see much need for you there at the moment, but something like that, perhaps? That didn't do it at all what I had in mind, actually, but okay. And, jeez! It would be nice if I could go a few seconds without immediately having half the screen filled up, but that's my fault, I realize. And I just need to figure out how to try to clear this out a little bit. Oops, that wasn't what I had in mind, but I just want to clear away some of this garbage so I can get back to where I was. I was trying to make something happen there at least. There we go. I saw I could at least make a chain in the midst of that. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, I need to also start to get used to looking at what my opponent's doing more and whether there's any garbage coming up, I think. Because I tend to get burned all of a sudden by stuff I wasn't expecting to see. And that might help? Nope. No, that's not it. Yeah, see, if I can actually... Oh. Yeah, see, if you have so little time to look at these, it's kind of hard to figure out from the very beginning how to get those, but I'm messing all of them up every single time. Oh. That wasn't it at all, either. Oh, she messed up on her own? Or what? Is it that if I'm in fever, everything I do causes garbage Puyo? That's the thing, I don't quite see what's happening to my opponent.
Watch me now.
Let's actually quit. I don't see what's happening to my opponent because I'm too focused on myself. So let's see if I go on normal, if the first few levels are actually... Nothing interesting there. Let's see if the... tutorial levels are a bit more respectful of my ability. If I'm on normal. And I can pay more attention this time to how it actually works in the actual cutscenes. I also just want to see if the characters speaking at least sound like they are like human beings actually speaking if it's in Japanese, because this game is going to be a game that's originally voiced in Japanese, and they probably put more money into getting good Japanese voice actors. I'm not usually one to listen to Japanese whatever, or at the very least, if it sounds like unnatural Japanese, I'll probably have less of an ability to tell. For this time I'm actually going to read what they say, because now I have a vague idea of how to play the game. Okay, this I understand. Yes, I understand that. I'm less good at actually making the reactions happen. Each other. It's reciprocal? Can you explain what offsets are exactly? Like you're jumping straight into using like fancy lingo here. No, you don't, girl. See, one awkward thing is I don't realize, I'm not sure how it was I accidentally activated Fever in these tutorials. So a bit more like... I should be doing that. I'm trying to get something going with these reds here, but that's not really happening. No, because the blue's messing up. Darn it! I'm trying to be thoughtful about how to do this now. Also, I don't really think I want that there. Oops! I expect that to at least activate itself, but it did not. See, now at least if I get this green going, that'll cause a chain? It's not much, but it's something. See, and then that immediately for some reason leads into... Nah, that didn't quite work out. And then that immediately led into... I guess just to show off the mechanic, but that immediately led into Fever. So are offsets just chains? But then they call them chains in the game. Like, in the gameplay, so I don't think that's it. So when I started talking about making a bunch of groups of 3, I figured that was talking more about offsets themselves being when you had 3, as opposed to chains, for instance. Offsets might be chains. It does feel like I tend more to get Fever if I actually make chains. Like, long chains. Yes, this is what it said before. Unless offsets are just clearing blocks, clearing Puyo. That could be it too. Okay, so Garbage Puyo don't fall. I think I understand that now. So Garbage Puyo don't fall each turn. Okay, so I think I'll try to say this the way I understand it now. So, Garbage Puyo, you'll notice they get loaded up at the top of the screen. They will not just fall immediately. They're actually on a, you might call it a delay. They'll only fall, I think, between turns of yours. I mean, that makes sense. After you dropped a block of Puyo. But, at least as importantly, is the, or at least as important, is the fact that... I don't know what to do with you. It's not much, but it's something. That doesn't really work out. You get out of there for a second. I want to try to set up something more useful here. Which I'm not really succeeding in doing. Yeah, so, as I was trying to say, those Garbage Puyo won't actually fall so long as you can get a match every turn, is my understanding of this. Of course, me not getting any matches now is a big problem. Let's just clear up these Puyo this way. So if I was to have some Garbage Puyo lined up now, then they would not be falling those few turns that I was actually getting chains. Or one chains even though they were. Something like that. Something. I think the other guy's basically done now. Could you be done, other guy? There you go. He's stacking his stuff up real nice and clean. Oh, wait a minute. Stop that. You jerk. I thought you were done. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll finish up this one more time. And that cutscene doesn't tell us anything new. So more practice. I realize this is almost just practice. But it's good to figure these things out. I mean, that's what this game is, of course. Interesting shapes some of these things have. I didn't realize they represented multiple Puyo though, which is something that confused me at first. Okay, could you hold up a second? I can't get a match here. Darn it! Who do I want to clean up here? You're the blues. That might not be the best idea, actually. Darn it! Let's just keep those Garbage Puyo with me for a second. Oh, that works too. That was dumb. Oh wow, that's actually a thing they do? You can have garbage food thrown on you during a fever? That's a little mean. Well, that wasn't worth much. Wow. Let's also have to change. At least once I clear that Puyo now, that'll do something more helpful for me. I'm not helping myself much here. Here we go. And... darn it! I wanna just clear out one or so of these. I'm close in a few places to... there we go, save an actual chain! Put it here! The game says. Oops. Which I actually still failed to do. Yeah. Okay, that time I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, if you don't match anything, it actually just throws garbage on you, which I think you deserve. Again, this is all something a person has to get used to. But I like this one where the game... it feels like the game's going easier on me here than it was in free play, which is actually nice. So I can at least still have some opportunity to learn here. I just want to clear up some of this garbage. Let's just get rid of that and then worry about what comes afterwards. And we got some garbage to deal with. Yep. Oh, that was actually a chain. Beautiful. Let's see if we can actually understand this thing this time. See, but I wasn't able to do that. I might understand. Okay, this time here, that makes sense. That one made sense. It felt like I didn't actually have the Puyo I needed for a second there. Yeah, teacher here is doing a lot. Is getting through this pretty handily, unfortunately for me. Let's just clear out this. Ah, darn it! I was hoping to... blue. I was hoping to clear that yellow there. I'm at least paying more attention now to what comes after each. Or what Puyo's coming next. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Yeah, I think we're kind of done now. Something manages to work out really conveniently very quickly here. Oh wow. Yeah, that was my point of messing up. Well, I guess that's the end of that episode, but we're getting a little bit more used to things. I feel like I need to like have a... this isn't much of a tutorial. So it basically just teaches you fever, but nothing else. So I need to figure out like actual strategies for the game, which haven't really happened yet. I might try playing... I might just give a chance, an attempt at playing through the next episode of the campaign just for more practice. We'll see. Anyways, no, I don't want to remember that. Bye, everyone. I got points, at least. And no points for playing time. Awesome. No, I did even worse than last time.